That ID looks vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure. I don't remember anything about him. Protest player. Oh, I had him blocked. That's why I went dock. Must know him from before. A lot of Zerg players, myself included, used to just go ahead and put down the hatchery at the third base if the natural is being blocked like that. However, that leaves you very vulnerable if someone happens to do a gateway opening. That's not as big of a deal on this map as your Overlord sees stuff in time, but just generally speaking, it's kind of a risky practice. It also makes it a little bit harder to balance your drones properly and get efficient mining. So generally, I just take my natural first now. It's pretty much you have to on any map where your Overlord doesn't immediately scout if it's going to be a Forge First Expand or not. On maps with Forge First Expand, it's okay to take the third base. It's just kind of personal preference to wait for the natural for me. Particularly if they don't pile on block, because then you get it in reasonable time anyway. Now the game gets boring for a while. I'm waiting to see if he takes those gases or not. He's not getting +1, So if it is any kind of 2-gas all-in, it's going to be a super all-in one. It's going to come without +1. Means it's going to come really fast, but be very relatively weak, except for the speed. Those gases should go up around 630 for completely standard time. They can go up a little bit earlier for very fast tech builds. I guess relies on a lot of sentries early on, or needs fast tech. So watching for that. He's chronoing out a unit. Still has not gotten those gases. And still not getting +1. That makes me pretty nervous, as most builds get +1 by now. So I'm going to get my Roche 1 very early, just as a precaution. The fact that I have this guy blocked makes me think that he's kind of an asshole. And assholes tend to cheese a bit more, because they're bad people. Sentry first, up 2 gas, still hasn't taken his third warp gas, not getting +1. This makes no sense. Maybe a really fast DT, seems most likely. 2 sentries, and getting the gases late, I don't fucking know. So I guess I'm just going to macro up as normal. I'll send that overlord in a few seconds, see if I can see anything. No, he's watching for that now, so. I have my overlords kind of positioned to watch for forward pylons, but I'm pretty sure nothing got out. So I'm not really too worried about that. It looks like it is going to be an Immortal all-in. That was super fast one, as he didn't get enough gas to get a ton of sentries. So I will now stop drone production, get my overlords up, start getting creep out. Creep is very important at holding off all-ins, obviously. Flanking becomes even more important, because they're so sentry focused. You actually have to come from multiple angles. And so I will now start unit production. Gotta watch for that third base, that's the most important thing now. Very important to keep ahead of yourself on overlords, make sure you don't get supply blocked. That can be game ending at this point. It's better to have too much supply than too little. It's better to cheat that way. Obviously it's not quite as efficient, but generally speaking they won't attack before you hit that supply cap. Okay, and we see that it is moving out. I didn't actually see an Immortal in there, but he would not go a robo that early just to get an observer from Sock or anything of that sort. So it is definitely an Immortal all in. And I'm going to get his probe and the pylon. Oh, never mind, I'm not going to get the pylon. It looks like he's actually going to be headed for the natural, which is a little bit weird and unfortunate for me because I actually don't have creep there this time. His attack is coming a little bit too late since he didn't open with fast gas. He's not likely to have too many force fields. This is an uncomfortable position. It is a super strong build anyway. Yeah. Really shitty force fields. That helps. And now everything is just about baiting force fields and getting a good engage. Unfortunately, my unit's kind of fucked me up, or my building's kind of fucked me up there. Bad Sim City. But I think I've killed enough stuff that I might win anyway. Never mind. Immortals are really fucking good. This is a absurd build. He's out of force fields, so I might be able to catch him once that hatchery goes down. Sorry about that. Our dog is a little fucking piece of shit. Looks like I will actually win this. Maybe. And he doesn't actually save the Immortal. So now I just have to keep... Shut the fuck up! Since he lost the Immortals, his push has no real power left to it, so I'm just going to clean it up with roaches. I did lose all the drones at my natural, but it's a complete all-in, so it's fine. I'm fine.